Last night, the dramatic rescue of Richard de Groot. But that was nothing compared to the drama that unfolded today.
And I stopped!
So this is our 48-hour chrono stage, the big surprise of this Dakar 2024. Almost 600 kilometers, just dunes in the empty quarter. What makes it special is that it takes place over 2 days to cover those 600k. The stage is difficult and long, and we've decided that at 4 o'clock on the first day, everyone will have to get to one of the bivouacs we've set up along the route. They're very basic bivouacs, just a sleeping bag, a tent and military-style food rations, nothing else. They'll spend the night there and the next morning set off again to finish stage 6.
Et les concurrents repartent pour terminer cette étape numéro 6.
It's hard to manage fuel consumption. I eased off a bit to make sure I got here, but the next section's longer, so we'll have to watch out.
For the first time in Dakar history, a 48-hour chrono. Times taken at the next of 7 bivouacs reached after 4 p.m. and overnight, no connection at all to the outside world.
It takes us back to the great epics of the African era, endless stages.
T'as pensé à prendre ta grosse anneau, mon chéri?
Non, pas de grosse anneau, mais je pensais que vous allez nous livrer.
Un petit tour de cou.
C'est une étape un peu charnière aujourd'hui.
Pas du tout, c'est les vacances aujourd'hui. Hein,
oh bah là,
on est parti à Disneyland hier, déjà on a fait 500 km.
Là c'est Disney World. Là.
Et là c'est Disney World.
Number 2 là. 600 bornes de dunes, franchement, on va y aller.
Facile, hein?
I think it's just going to be like a survival, so we'll see how we can do.
Still kind of wanting to try and learn how it's going to work, but yeah, we can ride until 4 o'clock. So it's about all I know. Hopefully we can cover a fair bit of ground today, and then it'll be quite a small day tomorrow.
My strategy for today is to just ride as long as I can until they force me to stop. But yeah, this is a strategy and a game plan that I think is going to be difficult for everyone to try and manage.
I have a very good start position, so that gives me the opportunity to attack, and we will see.
Sand as far as the eye can see and nothing but silence. Well, until 8 a.m. anyway. 39k in and Skylar Howe's ground to a halt. It hasn't been a fantastic Dakar for Skylar, and the Utah man couldn't shave his rally. This terrain bashed the tash just a little too much. Retirement a no-brainer for the soup strainer.
Was doing my best and trying to contact the team to see if there's anything I could do, but unfortunately I don't have the resources or tools out there in the desert to fix the issue.
Joy turned to despair for yesterday's winner, Pablo Quintanilla. 12k before the first refueling, he ran out of gas. Running on empty in the empty quarter is not an option.
It's sad, you know, when you've been working hard for a long time to try to accomplish one goal.
If you ever doubted what it takes and what it takes out of you, how much it means and how much it can crush you. The starting order was the reverse of the Rally GP standing, so Joan Barreda led out, and despite injuring his ribs yesterday, the Spanish hero on his hero team rally bike led all day long. That's just over 7 hours, picking up 8 minutes in bonuses. The courage of this ride from Bang Bang proves he's no chicken.
So we are losing some time for sure with the riders that they are coming, but we expect like this, so hard to push and to make a physical condition on the limit.
Adrian van Beveren also rode 513k, like Barreda, reaching Bivouac F, but he did so in the best time of the day. AVB the MVP, KPH the Frenchman's USP.
I was not sure about the fuel, but we are here and we need to keep focused because it's going to be very long.
Joining them at Bivouac F, the 2020 champion, 121 down. Top 10 on every special, Brabeck's breakneck speed and dune durability is building a platform for a second overall.
We're up front, so the only thing we could do is run from the pack while the pack tries to catch us.
Pablo did manage to fill his tank, but lost over an hour before rejoining the fray. It's a big job for the Chilean if he's to make it back and achieve a 7th top 5 in his 12th appearance. Everyone in the top 10 except for Dumontier and Quintanilla made it to Bivouac F. Odds made it as far as Bivouac D, with reigning double champion Alexandre Giroux arriving 2.5 minutes quicker than Manuel Andújar, with Marcelo Medeiros cozying up with his podium partners. And so to the ultimates, and this was another day with no assistance. But while driverless cars may be the future, BRX were taking it a bit far today, preparing for today's chrono. Still, if you can use the force to forge ahead of your rivals, why not, I guess? You know this already by now, but big dunes can mean big problems. Yazid Al-Raji was leading the Dakar, the first Saudi ever to do so until kilometre 51 in the chrono. The wrecked overdrive Toyota on its side, roll bar smashed, co-driver Timo Gottschalk crestfallen.
We do it well, we catch Jacopini, we catch Shisheri, yes. And we come here and small kick, very small. You can see it is nothing. But I don't know, he take the car like this and the car landing in the sideway in high speed and roll. Part of game of Dakar.
The car eventually over, but so is Yazid's Dakar. Stefan Pederhansel was flying, he was running fourth and had been as high as second. He's looking for a 15th Dakar victory, but it looks like it's not going to be his year.
We got a puncture, and then when we wanted to use the hydraulic jack, it broke. The body of the jack was torn, so we lost all the fluid, and we don't have a manual jack, so we don't know how we're going to change the wheel.
Remember how Seb Loeb took an intentional penalty yesterday to have more tracks to follow? Well, his gamble paid off to some extent. After 400k, he was third fastest, 5 minutes off the lead. But yesterday's 15-minute time loss is going to be a big hit to Loeb's hopes of a first Dakar title. Nasser was first out today, first on the sand, first over the Actually, not quite. Even for the five-time champion, opening the road was a challenge. Gerland Schischeret had moved ahead, and soon Juan Cruz Jacopini caught the pro drive after he got stuck. The Argentinian had started 6 minutes later, but now the two were side by side, both following the tracks of Schischeret. Matthias Ekstrom wasn't happy with the driving and navigation yesterday, but was delighted at the changes to the setup. He says the car feels the best it has all rally, and it worked today. Ekstrom at the front all day. At 400k, he was lying second. But he was behind teammate Carlos Sainz, who was less than 5 minutes ahead, but the Spaniard phenomenal today. Al-Raji's shunt, al-attiyah struggles, and Sainz's pace means the 61-year-old is provisionally leading. And who would bet on him winning a fourth Dakar? Not me, that's for sure.
We have a little problem with the diff, but it's now 150 kilometers it started, so at the moment it works, so hopefully it will work until the end.
Hopefully it will work till the end. Not being funny, Seb, but you're going to need more than hope to get through 150 empty quarter June kilometres tomorrow. Hashtag just saying. Anyway, enjoy your luxury teepees and your Fortnum & Mason's food hampers tonight, boys and girls. No prizes for guessing who leads the way in the Challenger class. Eric Gottschalk, the youngest in the category, is smashing this rally to pieces. No one seems to have an answer to his speed and consistency. He got as far as Bivouac D, and the Pole has a 14-minute lead over Cristina Gutierrez. Mitch Guthrie was his main headache for the first part of stage 6. He even made great strides on a T1+, but faded towards the end. He did make it to Bivouac D, though. Guthrie and Gottschalk at Bivouac D, as are Contardo and Jones. It's tea time, everyone. T4 time, that is. Will you please line up quietly outside the classroom? Jerome, stop chasing Yassir.
Yes, sir.
No, Yassir. The Swiss-French combo made it the furthest on part 1 of the Day 2 chrono, and can you imagine the cheese board they'll have tonight? Big boys have big toys, and let's have some heavy metal with trucks leader Janus van Kasteren. He started 10th today, and those pesky cars weren't stopping him making up time. He did have some unfortunate punctures though, and Martin Macic took full advantage. By the time he stopped at Bivouac C, the Czech had put in around 40 minutes to van Kasteren and Aleš Loprajš. That means he's now virtual rally leader. Martin van der Brink, the only other driver to cover as much ground as Maciek, 347k. I had a lovely walk in the dunes this morning as well, but I suppose we'd better send the helicopter to collect this guy. See you tomorrow.